Still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now.
Well, look what the doctor got. You're lucky they didn't notice just how thin you were under those bandages. Although, seeing someone wrapped up like that, they probably thought you had the scabbing plague. Heh? Look, laugh, but don't touch. Better keep that hood down.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. There you are. In the meantime, you'll find him on... Why, for my peace...
Currents of...
You better stop. There you have... For your own... No.
Index finger...
My word. Oh, well, I'm sure a new life will...
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
Come on. Please, Losa.
A no doesn't become a yes over time, you know.
It was one of them. I know it.
I've nothing to hide.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
Be a little more afraid. There's a
They don't care about us.
all.
We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
I shall hold my head steady.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That's right.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That's right. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves at a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
How dare you classify this slop as...
An elf sits tucked...
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice, deciding fates.
She eyes you quite seriously.
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen horses.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last.
She looks at you in surprise when you bear an arm of bone.
My. Guess I'll have to find out the memory from Marrow, won't I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers, watching, staring at them, hoping that you were thinking of flesh. Or, to be rather more precise, The pleasures of the flesh. Those that have eluded you for so long.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right.
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep, so to speak.
It was one of them. I know it.
But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
They don't care about
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear?
The elf is reading a volume. He reaches out and
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
I am reading. My book is in my hands, my face turned away from you.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history? Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it all. No, I want to know about the Celestial. This text tells me that they create... Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind? Of course you don't have any useful information. Now please, run along.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eye.
Put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of
A
us.
scruffy man lounges against the...
Watch your back.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Suit yourself. Was just going to adjust your collar for you. It pinches.
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at it.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago.
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in a... Ifan grins, flashing.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and... Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy. Away from... No. The dead man. Finn, is it? I'd no business.
He glances over at
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. The joy. I've heard a lot. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself. Easy now. I might think the same. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there?
Oh, don't mind him.
Name.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny note.
Away with you. At what?
Ifan performs an...
You put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
You one of them? A divine order loyal?
Never thought you'd end up a prison.
It's a register. You faring okay so far?
He raises an eyebrow as you approach.
Listen up, Geralt. You hear that?
He turns his head toward...
You look like a Geralt to me.
Your kind
Listen.
always hung
if you're
closest to our
interested.
divine.
Or get the shit.
A wave of sound
And
standing at the center of...
So you would...
Yes, I...
She turns her...
There are...
Good. You there.
By all means.
She...
Subdue.
She's...
There now,
Right over
just
the
let
side of the
squeeze.
ship with it.
Aha!
His eyes snap open.
There, heard it, didn't you?
What happened?
God damn it! We need to get off this wreck, and quick! What in blazes? Something's pounding on the hull!
The marking on the door, you press your... It doesn't bump. The moment you touch... The moment you touch the door, greyness... the door.
God, I need to get off the ship.
Something's breaking through! What are the...
Death bomb? Good thing I'm immune. Still, this means trouble.
Said there were... You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
But wait! There's still people down there!
You wonder brief, you clench your eye.
Did you see them? The Void Woken. They made short bloody work of our ship.
No telling if there are more ashore. And I doubt that voice will save any of us again.
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King. Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Stare at the slain beast.
I would have preferred not to spill more blood today.
I don't relish having killed these creatures, but it...
Drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken. I wonder which order. A black cat. Some would see this as an omen.
The cat's eyes are...
What? Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine.
The cat opens...
I wonder where this leads.
You walk up to a skeleton. Approaching, you hear a
Bugger. How on earth am I
skeletal fingers.
Damnation. That's stuck fast. Ah! No! Oh. It's you. I must admit I'm surprised. It seems the human that stole... I chased her here.
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Oh, yes. An exceptionally common, but a face that seems rather... I would normally employ... I could then craft a mask to hide...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard.
Because my own was stolen from me. I hardly need to tell you how... Oh, get away! You are... So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my feet. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I cannot simply sit about waiting for... Indeed. I'm... At least from this realm. A cult? I could ask you to... We studied the mist, but I will find them. Wherever they are. Well, that hardly seems relevant. Several centuries, in fact. I was sealed in a... Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened. A companion? Then again, I suppose. You seem more... Excellent. While we are conversing... Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. But being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours? I could do that with one hand behind my... Splendid. Very well.
I've spotted something. Let's hope this is worth the digging.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any. Indeed I did. Unlike the rest of your comrades, whom I believe you left to drown. I had rather hoped that your people would be less crude than the other races I have observed. But quite the opposite, in fact. If you're anything to judge them by, they may be the worst of the lot. Well, whatever helps you sleep at night. Regardless, further study will be required.
The skeleton pulls a notebook from his robe.
Sorry, do carry on. Just act as you do in your natural environment. This is perhaps the first intelligent question you have asked. After all, my people are a race far beyond any. We seek to we craft wonders to last through the ages. There is a great variety among our people. This is what makes you. You look almost exactly like every other creature walking through this world. No offense, of course. No.
What a waste.
No, I should not. Not yet.
Come.
Not until
We
I know.
need you
And
elsewhere.
after all, I am still. There are rumors. I was trying to uncover them. But wherever the artifacts of my people are, I will find them. Ignorant! I dare say I have a better knowledge of this world. Oh, I may be missing some social mores or be unaware of what king waged which war. But why knit? Waiting for a letter is tedious. What I have gone through. Your history is an interminably certainly one. Where will your king? They will all be dust. Along with each and every one of your great. Your people and nation. But the universe. Even when my people. I have yet to see. No. That is knowledge worth having. Everything else is the mask of the shapeshifter. I crafted one for. Of course, now, with that mask, it certainly makes traveling through towns easier.
Your knees.
Fear? It's a practical choice. Moving through this world is so much easier. Trust you bloody-minded beasts to turn a child's trinket. People like you are the reason it I'm using the mask to keep myself safe. Oh, it's quite simple. One, combining several of... Frankly, I'm amazed everyone isn't doing it. Oh, of course there are. Almost all of them. It's a terrific waste. So if you happen across anything that seems capable of ripping a face off a body, please. Well, I thought a brief swim in the sea, lying in the sun for a while, and maybe... Or, perhaps, and this is just a thought, we could find my mask and escape this...
I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or biscuit?
Is he bread?
Is what now?
Yeah, it's just... I've a proposition. In that case, I've been here. I have a way. Are you interested? Attaboy. The plan's simple. There's an artifact that you can... It's found it's not enough to try... Get that on. What of it? So, what's the news?
I'll be back for you. You better hope I find that crate first.
The lizard's brow knits together.
What? Oh, advice.
When another divine.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or biscuit?
Hands out your
Got that special shipment.
A delivery. Amidst a crowd,
What do you ask? I ain't.
she looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap. Never knew it to be much of a...
She nods.
You looking to buy something? For you? Hell no. Worthy is exact all manner of things. Heading into the kitchen. Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you.
Disgusting like threats.
Great God! Will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Well, he runs this.
I want no trouble.
Red or whiskey, all the same. Put some more rations. Leave him be. Don't make me say it again. Listen. Shut up, elf. This clown, caught him red-handed, supplies. Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Ain't been here.
He twirls his knife between his...
Divine's gone. This blade is the only...
Here's the goods.
In that case, listen up. I've been here and I have a way. Are you interested? Attaboy. The plan... There's an artifact that you can use. It's found its way. Not enough to get that art.
When another divine arises, will source change back? Better even to... What if there are no sorcerers left?
Mind your
If a magistrate finds us on you.
Patience, Mal.
My name here.
Everything there? Good.
Put some more rations, please. Red or whiskey, all the same.
Come on, yes.
The dwarfs...
Got two of my...
The dwarfs...
Bloody nail must be... charmed or something.
You grab the...
Oh, look.
You get a good look. He winks.
For your trouble.
Griff glances from his blade.
You already know the terms. Enough, sure.
I suppose it were a fool.
He sucks a...
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break.
He gives you a...
Aye.
I've got
was
that
planning to
special
build me a
shipment he
raft
was
and
asking
paddle off.
after.
I've got business north. Why don't we make a
Take
deal
point,
then? You help me get out of this place. Ah, it's this.
He lifts and...
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What
Where's the
matters
war
may have been
rations,
cast out, but you can bet your last heel
What's
of breed
she
she
sell?
wishes she hadn't have. I've taken my revenge 1,000-fold on that. I'll tell you. Anyhow, let's get down to... I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin. And I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, you've been around as long as I have, you pick up a thing or two. What do you have in mind?
Amid the squalor of... She was the one who... Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away. And you no sooner have these...
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me. But you did.
A push, a pivot. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that...
Because it is my... You see, but now I'm free. I intend to raise the subject with him.
She drives the needle.
In truth, that makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed. Your death will be slower, more painful. But fair enough, if you insist.
A bright sparkle of...
Ha! Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you?
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
I'm not quite sure.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Of course you are. This may...
She tilts her head.
Let's discuss you mean death will be... As a rogue, my speciality is stealth. The quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any... But of course, I can play the strings of magic like a harpist her instrument. That suits me fine. Lead on. Or better yet, a bit fickle, are we? Huh, we'll have to work on that. A bit fickle, are we? Huh, we'll have to work on that. But of course, I can play the strings of magic like a harpist her instrument. Is there any specific tune that takes your preference? A bit fickle, are we? Huh, we'll have to work on that. But of course, I can play the strings that suits me fine. Lead on. Or better yet, then follow me.
You're not quite certain you...
The sun shines bright upon this island. but it's hidden.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your...
If we have different...
Let's team up, you and me. What do you say? Now, onward!
This looks like the crate I'm after. But where are the contents?
But I was... And you smell of burnt hair. They don't call us oranges. Though I'd guess Mr. Griff is more up... The Drudine Griff... No, it's not the oranges, but the... It may be hard before I was caught, but just as I... So you see, I cannot... To save a life. Never mind.
Leave me. Go. Nay.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Tell anyone where you got this.
Meet your maker.
Everything there? Good.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
Spare the indignation and hand it over. Now. Good girl. Looks like everything's accounted for.
This Griff is nothing but a thug. Don't give up Stingtail so easily.
I'm right. Tell me who you found them on, or you're going to have to answer to me, my knife, and each one of my people.
That's a kid.
It is done. I hold my end of the box. Sahela, a young girl here. I have. Give me your... I give you this. I go to...
A little reprieve from the din outside.
I sense he is free.
You're cheating!
Sahela, you are all right.
I am.
Quite well again. Then we make another attempt.
She breaks in.
One friend, he gets better. Thank you, my friend. I see your.
She squeezed.
I do not.
Wait, I call a timeout!
This is... Thank you. Do not forget what I... It is not devote. I never hear all of luck.
You go.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Do stop gaping. Anything can be procured. That's for you to decide.
This hole is too small for you to squeeze into.
Is it not enough that you travel? Go on then, bark away. Well, I thought of... Or, perhaps, and this is just a...
This hole is too small for you to squeeze into.
Being compact's got its benefits.
Help! Help me! Please!
It's stuck fast.
You, son of Tenax! Has King Thoran come to liberate this Isle of Horrors? Brachus always feared him. He always feared dwarfish might. Oh, blessed day! It hasn't. Strange to think it's been so a wicked king. Yet, my please, good sir, seize the spear.
It's stuck fast.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Everything there? Good.
Being compact's got its benefits.
Ain't fit for beasts.
I've got it!
Good, sir. You've set the spell. I have her after he and... But I know this place well. Marvelous, my friend. The switch. Braccus would have made me a supplicant. I never thought I would become... Fort George. Here.
Here's the goods.
Leave me. Go.
She bends over.
Mercy. I hope that it is. Can't stay here.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Keep it down, will you?
Fit for beasts.
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need?
God.
The shrine depicts Lucy and the Divine. You hear a...
I got that special shipment you was asking after. I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Take your coin then.
Got a good reason for barging it up. And, Al, before you go, you haven't met a particular good. Oh, any.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Muffled sounds suggest...
Let's give 'em hell.
Let's think twice about...
Good.
I've spotted something. Looks like this place has been sealed up for a century or two.
There could be a good reason why no one dared to enter in the meantime.
You sense a great whir from its depths.
Withermore held his end of the bargain. We should...
The jar smashes to...
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Go on, then. Well, I thought a brief swim in the sea. Or, perhaps, and this is just a thought...
So this is your place, Brachus? Too heavy. Too heavy. Too heavy.
That's stacked.
You notice a deep fissure beneath a chunk of stone.
Well out of sight of the Magisters. Holy hellhounds! Those dogs sound out for blood.
What the flying hell? Well, the long...
I hope for your sake no one will miss him.
This is strictly...
Worms take you. I'll yield to none.
Your maker.
A boat? I'd thank the divine, but... well...
The boy stands back.
Who are you? I'm Han. I've a boat here with plenty of room. There's a place not far from here. Came in to help someone escape and got nabbed before I could... You're telling me.
The sturdy raft bobs in the canal's gentle current.
We made it out. Good. Better get a move on to safety before...
He gives you a...
Trust more You need a place to lay low for a while. You won't stumble across... But here, how many beasts, spectres, bones... No offence, but if you make it, I'm heading there now.
Well, blessing...
That's us one...
The cat's eyes. The cat purrs.
Thank you, and it's as if we had us a cruise and 6 days in the sun by leaving. No.
Intriguing. How did noxious bulbs end up here?
What's this? I found something. I need a shovel. These plants look truly sinister. They're arranged in a ring. Is that a natural occurrence?
No sooner have you...
Stand back and keep...
Her eyes go...
May the...
with one...
Come.
Be welcome to this sanctuary.
You tried your best, Han. I'm glad you're safe now.
Claude, we aren't really safe here, are we?
So long as Gareth returns.
The birds are asleep. The moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us.
Before you stand...
A blessing upon speak as you will. I am Gratiana.
She pauses for...
We must always...
Despite the mask...
Time is... In this place I can... It was not always thus. He is no more. He ruled. These marshes were a playground for... Perhaps they were... Indeed. Without something more powerful than these sticks, their leader. I told him, I fear for these souls. If he walk ever... Please, Armadia, bless
Smoke and screams,
protect your humble servant.
echoes of death. Gareth.
Hold up. I've got to take... Friend.
Well, I'll be...
Ain't I?
Beast clap.
Lohar. It's Duggan it.
Sure thing.
Bet you're glad to be rid.
Beast chortles and nods, then passes you a
Wished, bonny bairn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in
And
bed.
protect your humble
So
servant.
close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of mats, his face a tight scowl of frustration.
Smoke and screams, echoes of death. Gareth, please come back.
Every
He glances up.
Who the blazes are you? A sorcerer. A seeker can always... Seekers. We came here. The Magisters have us cornered. They were sought after we... But he hasn't returned. Sir Gareth? He's the...
The young man throws...
The masked... You'll...
His shoulder...
Thank you.
Wished, bonny bairn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your head.
I must say, lacking skin may make me a... However, they are infuriating when they get in one's skull. I fell victim to fear of the unknown. I was on the cusp of a glorious... I discovered It was a... Who knows what secrets may have been... Do you know? What a foolish oversight. If only I'd had your prescience and curiosity. I could have saved myself centuries of pondering that very question.
To make an oath, then I came upon the... I'm not... Now so...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
But the reason after the king were 7 lords, I had hoped they would... Well, he ceased to be my king the moment I did nothing wrong. Who knows? Had I been allowed to continue my studies...
The skeleton is...
I'm not sure. I remember the big... But the rest? It's all covered in... I was a scholar. Had I been allowed to... An entire race, it would have solved all of our problems.
So long as Gareth returns, we will be.
They came rather low in... My wife and daughter always... They were often neglected. Well, before whatever happened, indeed you cannot. We crafted our homes, your people on the... It's a mercy I don't... Once I would have... Living forever, if he should reject philosophy and the natural art. Given enough time, I must procure a quick way off this. Perhaps these seekers would know...
You tried your best.
Focus on your breathing, Jules.
I'm glad you're safe now.
We aren't really safe here, are we?
So long as Gareth returns, we will be.
Claude? Claude? Can you hear me?
You're certain it was Verdus?
He said he's now... You're alive! Wasn't sure you would be. Samadel, this is the one I told you about.
The dishevelled lizard...
Han tells me you helped him out of Fort Joy. For that, you have my thanks. Can I ask if... He has to, indeed. Have you...
Han looks down...
Their weapons at the priestess at the shrine told... You're kind to off... No, Han.
Catch you later.
Please, Armadi. Bless and hello again, child. Gareth, north of here, nothing in this land can walk ever. Hello again, child. We must always...
Despite the mask...
Time is... In this place I can worship the goddess. Go in our... Hello again, child. What brings you here?
Smoke and screams. Echoes of death. Gareth, he's come back.
He ruled that these marshes were a playground for he and his... I have been here, in truth, indeed, without something more... The fool, a bold move. He set off no... Walk ever.
The birds are asleep. The moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us. You're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest.
Hear the call.
I need aid!
Come to me, my child.
Who said that?
Eli.
Smoke and screams.
birds are asleep.
Echoes of death.
Moons in the sky.
Careful now, that's a trap.
What strange witchery is this?
Hey, you. Let me see.
Clever.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I?